Oh my god, we're finally done. Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer guy. Um, number 69, Testament of Orpheus. No. Crap, where are we? We're at number 69, right? Please tell me. Yeah, we're at number 69. Oh my god, am I really tearing off? Nope. Oh, no. No, it's 69. Yeah, we're at 69. The Orphic trilogy is finally complete. Oh my god. This was mind-blowingly boring. I mean, it wasn't like Blood of a Poet. It wasn't good. Well, it was as pretentious as Blood of a Poet. It had a little more plot though. It's unique that I don't know if you can tell past the Folsom sticker, but this one actually stars Jean Cocteau, and I think this was his final film. People, I think this was in response to people who were pressuring him to make another film after Orpheus. And this is what we got, Testament of Orpheus. 80 minutes, 1959, like 4 years before his death. And, yeah. It's hard to describe this one because it's partly autobiographical. It breaks a lot of walls. Not just the fourth wall, but the fifth, seventh, ninth, and all the other odd walls. Anyway, this one's gonna be short because I can't describe this. You got to see it for yourself. You got to see Orpheus and then see this one. It's hard to describe because there are a lot of references to Orpheus. It's like it starts off with Cocteau in like this wig, like this old general's uniform, and he has this baby. He frightens this woman who drops this baby on her head, who turns out to be a professor, and he becomes like mute and something, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and it's just like Cocteau goes through this other world where he ends up visiting the characters from Orpheus who actually are played by the same people who, I guess returned him like 10 years later. The actress who played Death is noticeably older than she is in the last film. The guy who played Hervé is and the young poet. The actor and actress who played, Orpheus and Eurydice don't appear unless they're like in really short cameos. Like Yul Brynner and Pablo Picasso are in it for short seconds. But yeah, it's weird. It's just like basically him on trial for like what he did to his characters and like trying to justify him as being a poet. And he meets a dog with two naked guys who are pretending to be dogs. And he dies and has the eyes painted on his face, and the figure throws a spear at him, and he dies, and then he's put back to Earth near the scene with the two policemen from Orpheus, and the young poet steals him back into the Earth, and pretentious as hell. I give it a B minus. It's better than Blood of a Poet, but it's pretentious as hell, and yeah, that's as far as I'm going with this one. So yeah, I mean, special effects by this point, they're getting a little tired, honestly. I think with Blood of a Poet, it made sense. With Orpheus, hey, here's a story that most scholars know, the story of Orpheus, and to see special effects in this modern telling of it, it's nice. But by this point, Cocteau, first of all, starring in his own movie, and acting as himself, it's weird. Anyway, so that's as far as I got. That's as much as I got to say about this one. It's one you got to see for yourself, really. It's confusing. It's kind of weird. It's a little boring. I said it was really boring at the beginning, but it's not as boring. If you've seen the other films, then it's not as boring. But if you haven't, then you're gonna get confused real quickly. So that's why I give it a B minus. This was a little weird, the Swan Song. Yeah, I don't know. He says that he'll be sad. Cocteau says that at the end of the film is, "I will be sad if you do not like this movie." And guess you're just crying in your grave. So anyway, yeah. So I mentioned yesterday that there was one film that I didn't watch in the special edition version of Orpheus, and that was a Villa Santo Sospir, 16 millimeter color film by Cocteau, featuring many of the locations used in Testament of Orpheus. it doesn't really do that. It's just him showing all these him drawing on walls, all the drawings that he draws on walls, and how he barely explains what they are. Not worth your time. And then, of course, an essay about the film, which is just as pretentious as the film itself. Pretentious guy. And there you go. Alright, so, number 70, Last Temptation of Christ. Where is it? Last Temptation of Christ. Whee! It's Christ, the body of Christ. 163 minutes. That averages out to what? 2 hours and 43 minutes. That's long. But it's in English, which is good. I mean, it's not good, but for a movie this long, if it's in English, I can pay attention to it and blah, blah, blah. It's easier to pay attention to for me personally. So yeah, we'll get to that hopefully tomorrow. There's a chance that we may have to do this Tuesday. We may have to shift everything by over a day, but hopefully not. And of course, 71, Magic Flute. 72, Le Million. God, that stinking slip. I should just untape this real quick, or slide this off, or I can, in the time that, I can easily just attach this thing back on. I want to show you this cover because it's gorgeous. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Le Million. This one looks good. And it's 31, it's short, and yeah, this should be interesting. And it sounds kind of funny too. Some of the comedies are always funny. And yeah, and then of course Chasing Amy, which I'm still waiting on. Oh no, Cleo from 5 to 7 is coming. Vagabond is coming. Chasing Amy is coming, and I put a hold on Brief Encounter. And I think, and God Created Woman, I did not put a hold on just yet, but that'll be coming as soon as I get the others and I finish all these and blah blah blah. So yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you're making films, don't make your last film be like a weird experiment of like, don't star in your own film and be like yourself and travel through your own created worlds. That's just pretentious. How many times have I used the P word? Pretentious. But there you go. Jean Cocteau. There you go. And what's funny is I think there's probably more. I think we're probably going to see the rest of them before the collection's over. What are the other ones? Les Fonts Terribles and some others. We've already seen Beauty and the Beast. That one was fine. Orpheus. The first one, the Orpheus, I gave it a B+ because it deserved a B+. But this one and Blood of a Poet, pretentious as shit. So there you go. And now the bad reviews come in. So thanks for watching, and we will hopefully, for those of you who weren't just totally thrown off by this review, we will see you either tomorrow or Tuesday for The Last Temptation of Christ. And until then, goodbye.